This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
Today I've brought the supercar killer of the 1990s, the truly insane 1994 Dodge Viper RT10. And Andre, you brought a mom car.
I did not, actually. I brought something that heralds the return of the SRT performance division of Stellantis, the Dodge Durango Hellcat Jailbreak.
Oh boy, that's a lot of words, Andre, but basically what you mean is you've brought a $90,000 700 horsepower 3-row SUV, is that right?
Yeah, you got it. Only about 710 horsepower, Hellcat 6.2 supercharged.
Now, in comparison, this is our 94 Viper, bone stock. From the factory, makes 400 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque, but it weighs something like 2,300 pounds less than that Durango. So even though you'd have that 710 horsepower, I've got the weight to my advantage. Now, before we get going, Andre, let's do a rev battle and see which one sounds better. So what do we think? Do you like the sound of the Viper or the Durango more, Andre?
You know, they're so different, yet both so amazing. But I think what sounds better than that is actually accelerating.
Yeah, I love that supercharger wail on that Durango, but I kind of love the lumpy, angry milk truck sound that the Viper makes a little bit more. But let's do this, Andre. Let's see what happens in the quarter mile. I'll see you at the finish line, all right? In a blaze of red plastic.
This is going to be amazing, but it's kind of almost not fair.
Okay, it just rained, so this is not going to be easy. So I'm going to try to launch it a little more conservatively. A little bit of wheel spin. Come on, Viper! Oh, the sound is insane!
Oh, the way that Durango takes off is insane.
But he's pulling away! Oh, come on! Holy cow, this car is scary when it's wet!
Wow.
Wow! I understand why they call these things Widowmakers now. I didn't get it before, but trying to get this thing to hook up on that 1-2 transition in the wet, whew! That did not look cool, whatever that was, but it felt crazy. How'd you do, my friend?
Well, dude, the way this Durango accelerates is almost like nothing else. A quarter mile in 12.32 and 0 to 60 in 4.13 at a mile above sea level.
Yeah, that's insane. That's some insane performance for an SUV that can carry your whole family. Now, this Viper, I actually did okay. You know, thank goodness that Michelin sent us some new tires for this thing, and a big thank you to Michelin for sourcing these tires because they're really hard to find. I ran a 14.2, which, considering it just rained, is pretty good at a mile above sea level in this NA Viper. But my heart's beating because, like, I never understood why people were so scared about these cars, especially in a straight line. They're fast, but by my understanding, they're not that quick. But when it's wet and all you do is just feel that rear end jiggle all the way down the track, and then you go that 1-2 and you chirp second and it tries to kick out on you, this thing is a handful and a half, dude. That was insane.
You probably grew some hair on your chest there, and I am impressed, Tommy. That Viper in this condition was really, really great, and it looks amazing as well.
According to the comments, my balls haven't dropped yet, but this might be the day. So maybe my voice will go down a couple octaves by the time we're done with this as well. But Andre, here's the thing. Wet track, you got all-wheel drive, you got an automatic transmission. So let's go ahead and even it out a little bit. Let's see what happens in a roll race. So 30-mile-an-hour roll, I'll go 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll see who gets to the finish line first. Now, folks, if you are looking at buying this truly insane Durango Hellcat, well, you may want to check out Grainger Extended Warranty. Now, let's say you're planning on keeping this very special car for many, many years, well past the manufacturer warranty. That's where Grainger comes in, and they're not using some crappy cheap parts. You can get this vehicle fixed at your dealer using manufacturer parts, and Grainger will cover it. And they don't only do things for special red demons like this Hellcat, they'll also cover normal cars like CR-Vs and RAV4s. It's really great having that peace of mind. So use the link below to check them out. Unfortunately, if you've got a 94 Viper, I think you're kind of out of luck. So make sure you get that warranty while you can. 30 mile an hour roll, I'll be right at the top of first, and I might want to roll into it a little bit conservatively because that huge boost of, that huge wave of torque out of this 8-liter V10 might just cause crazy wheel spin, even at 30. Wow, this thing is so much fun to drive. I mean, it's an experience unlike any other in the automotive space, genuinely. You know, I've been really fortunate to drive a bunch of new cars, even cars people consider pretty crazy. And nothing quite drives like an RT10 Viper. These are just, they're unhinged. They're so raw. It's really, really cool.
So for 2026, the Dodge Durango Hellcat is back. It continues. There was a little bit of controversy because it wasn't allowed to be sold in every state. So basically 17 CARB states that follow the California Air Resources Board emissions regulations, all those have been, did not allow this Hellcat, but now they worked through some of them, and now 10 of those 17s will allow it, and they're still working on it to make sure that basically all states allow the 6.2 Hellcat engine to continue to be sold, which is very important for the success of their business, of course, and also our happiness, because even though this is expensive vehicle, it's still a lot of fun and very capable.
All right, dude, I'm feeling the 90s coming back in this race. It's gonna be the return of TLC and Oasis, my friend.
I love it.
Now, here's the thing. I think in the roll race, we might really start to see the advantage of the weight difference that this Viper has to offer. So I'm thinking if I play my cards right, this might actually be pretty close, even though I'm down 310 horsepower. 310!
I know, it is bonkers.
All right, here we go. You ready? Here goes the roll. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I'm winning!
Oh, wow!
Oh, yeah, Viper! Come on, Viper! No, he's coming back! Come on, Viper!
You almost had me!
Ah!
My transmission had to downshift. I fell asleep for a millisecond, and that Viper.
Now that's what I call a race, dude. That was incredible. So I got you off that whole shot by a huge margin. This 8-liter was at 3,500 RPM, and it just took off like a pissed off tiger. And then I just see this like dark red Darth Vader start crawling its way back in the rearview mirror. And honestly, I think like from that 70 to 90 range, you were definitely catching up. But I don't know if you would have had me much above like a $110, a $120, because it was getting a little closer there at the end.
Yeah, that was very impressive. I may have fallen asleep maybe for a millisecond there, but when I looked up, you were already gone because you were in that gear, and that big giant V10 just didn't care.
Yeah, that was a super cool race. But Andre, this has just been totally, completely unfair. Luckily though, I have some friends that might be able to help me out in this one. So we've got like 3 videographers doing nothing here. So why don't we stick them in the Durango, we'll add a few 100 pounds of ballast and see if maybe this drag race gets a little closer. So we put the hard top on our Viper because it's gotten really cold outside, and it looks like it's wearing a toupee. And also I can't roll these windows down at all. These are glass aftermarket windows and you have to pull them out. All right, apparently we need videographers to actually film the video. So it's just gonna be my dad, and we'll see if that's enough to sway the race at all. I also might cheat. Because what's 200 pounds going to do when you already weigh 5,800 pounds?
Dude, welcome.
Hey Andre, is this what it has come down to, me just being ballast? is that where
No.
we're at in this company where I'm ballast?
No, you're a very valuable CEO.
I'm ballast. That's all I am, just added weight.
No, I just wanted to show you the Durango. I mean,
Oh yeah, sure.
I have lots of buttons. We're in track mode.
Okay.
So it has many other modes, and I'm monitoring everything here on the screen.
So you just added about 230 pounds to the vehicle.
Well, I actually weigh more than you, by a little bit.
Tommy, we just added 230 pounds of ballast to the vehicle, plus all the ego.
Yeah, I'm not sure 230 is going to make all the difference in the world when it already weighs 69 million pounds, but, you know, I appreciate the sentiment. All right, Mary, I guess we're good.
Whoa. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. That is violent.
It's all-wheel drive.
Oh, God, that Durango launches so hard.
Yeah. Is that launch control?
Yes, that was launch control.
Yeah, it's... Oh.
Wow. Dude, this is a heck of a soccer mobile,
Yeah.
right?
That thing is like watching a plane launch off the deck of an aircraft carrier. It's actually more like watching another aircraft carrier launch off the deck of an aircraft carrier.
Any soccer mom that's driving this, I want to be in that group of kids.
And the cool thing, Andre, with that Jailbreak, isn't there something like 1 million different color and stripe and brake caliper combinations you can do?
Now, as of today,
7 million combinations because they just introduced back the B5 blue color for the exterior, so you can modify the color of your badging, your seat belts, your seats, the exterior, the stripes, the sunroof, towing packages, whatever you want.
7 million ways to beat Vipers in the quarter mile. No, genuinely, I mean, that's an amazing machine. The fact that you're running low 12s at 6,000 feet above sea level is incredible. You still kind of don't look as cool as I do in this thing, right? It doesn't have that show car look that the Viper has.
Roman, what do you think? Do I look good?
I think we just did a commercial sponsored by Hellcat.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Well, guys, let us know what you think in the comments section below. I got a little whoop today, but still a good day when you get to drive a Viper, especially one that's wearing a toupee. And we'll see you in the next video. Dad, your toupee matches the Viper's toupee.
Oh, no. He doesn't have a toupee.
he doesn't have it to pay.
Allegedly, he doesn't have a toupee.